Hi, this is Brian. Welcome to our channel. And today we're going to share another horrific story which will keep you guessing till the end. On the delightful evening of April 28, 2007, the British McCann family went on a vacation in Portugal. There were 5 of them: Mom, Kate McCann, Dad, Jerry McCann, and 3 kids: Madeleine, Sean, and Emily. Everything seemed normal until May 3rd, 2007, when something unnatural happened. Praia da Luz, Portugal. It's a seaside town, bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun. In the evening, after some pool time and activities, the family retired to their apartment. The mom took care of getting the kids ready for bed, while the dad played tennis. They made sure the kids' room was safe. After some time, the dad came back, read a story to one of the kids, and put the twins, Sean and Emily, to sleep. At 8:30 p.m., the family went to a restaurant for dinner. But in half an hour, the dad came to check on the kids and saw that everything was okay, so he went back to the restaurant. At 9:15 p.m., another family casually noticed a man carrying a child near the McCann's apartment. But in just 15 minutes, a friend of McCann's checked on the kids and confirmed they were fine, sleeping. So, Madeleine's parents, Jerry and Kate McCann, enjoyed a meal with friends just 60 yards away from their daughter's room. But at 10 p.m., their mom, Kate, returned to the apartment, and surprisingly, she found the bedroom door open. The next moment, she realized a terrible thing: that Madeleine, one of the kids, was gone, with the window open and the shutters raised. The alarm was raised immediately, starting the search for Madeleine McCann. The Portuguese authorities kicked in to investigate, but the small-town police didn't have the manpower to bring their little girl back quickly. In 2 days' investigation, Portuguese authorities believed Madeleine McCann had been abducted but was still in the country. A name came in the suspect list: Robert Murat. Murat was a British guy who moved to Portugal and built houses. He lived with his mom, Jenny, in a house in Praia da Luz, close to where Madeleine disappeared. He became a suspect because a journalist from the Sunday Mirror informed the Portuguese police that he had been inquiring about the case. But during police interrogation, he explained that he just wanted to know out of concern, as he also had a daughter in England who was around the same age as Madeleine. Murat's mom also testified that she was with him at home on the night Madeleine went missing. Getting no fruitful lead, the McCanns even sought help, traveling to meet the Pope on May 30th. More than a month passed, but no clue was there. It felt like the 3-year-old girl just vanished into thin air. But Jerry McCann couldn't wait around anymore, so he consulted with Danny Krugel, a retired South African detective and a specialist for finding missing persons. He had a secret weapon, a device straight out of a sci-fi film, a matter orientation system which uses a quantum detection-based atomic makeup to trace objects, and a high-tech compass for finding lost people. Suppose if there's a few strands of hair found, Krugel could pop them into his gadget, and it would point out on a map where in the world that person might be. Moreover, most of the people he had tracked down so far using this were found alive. Impressed by his track record, the McCanns sought his help urgently, as time was running out. Just after 6 weeks of Madeleine's disappearance, Krugel landed in Portugal, and with strands of hair found from her brush, he set out to locate her using his matter orientation system. The device searched within a kilometer radius around the hotel. However, days passed, but again, no signal came from Madeleine. But then came a little plot twist when the police made a shocking discovery which no one ever expected. In McCann's car, they found the blood traces of the abducted child, which shifted the focus to her parents. Due to this, on the 100th day, August 11th, police also suggested Madeleine might not be alive. For nearly a year, Jerry and Kate McCann stayed on the prime suspect list. Still, A lot of leads were explored, including a group of dubious charity collectors in the vicinity during Madeleine's disappearance. Various stories circulated about men posing as orphanage fundraisers in a village named Espiche, which later turned out to be non-existent. The police also uncovered a disturbing incident about one collector who had a suspicious interest in little girls. Despite this breakthrough, the Portuguese authorities couldn't catch these con men because they didn't have enough resources. Frustrated and facing accusations, the McCann family raised funds independently and prepared to go to any length to uncover the truth about their daughter's disappearance. So in 2008, they hired a private investigator named Kevin Halligan from the company Oakley International with his investigation partner, Tim Craig Harvey, to find their missing daughter Madeleine. They called it the Operation Omega, and this Halligan guy seemed like a big shot. He once helped out a big money deal and even got some guy out of jail in Africa. He even had a fancy wedding in Washington, D.C. with important people from the military and intelligence community. So, everyone thought he was the man for the job, and the McCanns gave him $600,000 and a 6-month contract to find Madeleine hopefully. On the first anniversary of her disappearance, they started from scratch, talking to everyone again. The big lead they got was a description of a shady charity collector, tall, skinny, messy, with bad teeth and a mustache. They followed this lead to the local gypsy community, thinking they might know something. There's this rumor that the gypsies were into some weird stuff, like kidnapping kids, child abuse, etc. They focused on a guy named George, who matched the description and was spotted at a local market in Portugal. The team was on to a closure, and it's getting intense. Meanwhile, in 2009, Jerry McCann went back to Portugal for the first time since his daughter went missing. The police also found another possible suspect, named Raymond Hewlett, who was in the Algarve exactly when Madeleine disappeared. He had a long history of child abuse and pedophilia, but he and his family consistently denied any involvement in Madeleine's disappearance, which gave him a clean sheet. He also died of throat cancer the next year, but before his death, Hewlett suggested in a letter to Wayne, his son, that Madeleine was stolen to order by a Belgium-based gang. But sadly, no further investigation was done on this course. On the other hand, Halligan's team snapped a picture of George and presented the proof to Jane Tanner, a friend on vacation with the McCanns, who had previously spotted a suspicious man with a child. Jane explained that she saw the photo. That's the guy who took the child. With this confirmation, George became the prime suspect, and the team started a huge manhunt. 3 months into their investigation, the case seemed almost solved. But this is when a devastating blow hit the McCanns. In the middle of the manhunt by Operation Omega, Tim Craig Harvey discovered shocking news on a Sunday morning. Kevin Halligan all over the front page of the newspaper. Not because of solving this case, but for some serious scam and fraudulent charges. The Operation Omega team was stunned to find out that Halligan was wanted for fraud. He had disappeared to Rome with the remaining money. Further investigation revealed that Halligan wasn't who everyone thought he was. Kevin was not even his real name. He had fabricated 70% of his identity. Even his extravagant wedding in D.C. was a complete sham, with the ceremony conducted by a local actor. Despite the setbacks, Craig Harvey remained optimistic. He believed the team was close to a breakthrough, citing the gypsy character George as a credible lead. According to him, Madeleine was abducted for pedophilia. His theory suggested she was killed and her body dumped, possibly in a sewer in Praia de Luz. The McCanns, enduring huge loss, accusations, and fraud, still decided to stay in their quest for Madeleine. In May 2011, under Home Secretary Theresa May, Scotland Yard launched an investigative review, Operation Grange, with a team of 29 detectives and 8 civilians. And in 2012, they proposed Madeleine might still be alive. They even showed a picture of what she might look like as a 9-year-old. However, much to the disappointment of the McCanns, the police surprisingly got a tip that Madeleine's body might be buried near where she disappeared, which changed the story completely. The next year, the London police prepared another suspect list and wanted to reopen the case, even though the police in Portugal didn't agree. In 2014, the police looked into 3 burglars who were in the area when Madeleine went missing. The police wrote to the Portuguese police to help in finding them and search for a man who had hurt 5 British girls in Portugal between 2004 and 2006. Besides, the London police also talked to the Australian police because they found a child's body in a suitcase near Adelaide. After 2 days, they confirmed that the girl was not Madeleine. But with so many false alarms, the sensation and spotlight was shifted away from this case. The number of police officers involved in this case was also reduced. Now, cut to 2019 when everyone seemed to make peace with this disappearance, a Netflix documentary series added a new layer to the Madeleine McCann mystery, igniting a new spark in the investigation. The documentary showcased that 10 months after Maddie's disappearance, a Scotland Yard officer reported a Belgium connection. Intelligence indicated a Belgian pedophile ring ordered a young girl days before Maddie's abduction. A member took a photo of Maddie, sent it to Belgium, and upon approval, she was taken. Portuguese police pursued the lead too, but got no success. Surprisingly, the McCann family criticized the Netflix documentary, claiming it just disrupted the original search and fueled conspiracy theories. But due to the documentary, the case once again came into the limelight of 2020, brought a seismic revelation to the case that someone's camper van was suspiciously spotted near the area where Madeleine went missing in 2007. After 10 years, the owner of the van allegedly told a friend that he knew about what had happened to Madeleine, and German authorities officially named him the prime suspect in 2022. The guy was a German sex offender, Christian Bruckner. Bruckner allegedly confessed a lot of things in a bar, revealing chilling details. A series of terrifying events unfolded, and all began in April 2004 when Hazel Behan, now a 40-year-old woman, was attacked by Bruckner in Praia de Roca on the Algarve coast. A video of him raping the woman in Portugal in 2005 was also discovered, leading to Bruckner's imprisonment. A year later, Bruckner was also convicted of child abuse. In 2022, Bruckner officially became the only culprit in Madeleine's case based on his confessions and phone records indicating he was in Praia de Luz on the night she disappeared. Legal proceedings happened, and in October, he dealt with unrelated sexual offense charges in Portugal. But in April 2023, these charges were dismissed because of a decision by a German court regarding jurisdiction. And finally, May 2023 took a chilling turn when Portuguese investigators got an undisclosed tips to search the Ared Dam, which Bruckner referred to as his little paradise, a reservoir approximately 30 miles from where Madeleine was taken. Their best guess is that the girl may have been killed and thrown into the dam. A German prosecutor, Hans Christian Wolters, said that they had found new evidence from here, and he is sure that Madeleine McCann was killed by suspect Christian Bruckner. But the German authorities didn't give any further details about the reservoir search, just mentioning it's related to the criminal process in Portugal with help from German law enforcement. It's been 16 years of relentless search, making it the most heavily reported missing person case in modern history. And still, nothing solid has been found. Not a single clue of what exactly happened to her. But investigation is still on, as we're never going to give up, were the words from the parents of Madeleine McCann. Maybe one day, we will find an answer. But any chance she'd be alive all these years? What do you think has happened to the girl? Thanks for watching, guys. This was Brian with you. Don't miss out on the upcoming shocking tales. Hit that subscribe button now.